In the headlines, People's Democratic Party Board of Trustee Chairman resigns as Wabara takes over.
I decided me, Senator Walid Ibrahim, I'm stepping down as the chairman of BOT, please. I'm stepping.
Military arrest Boko Haram informant in Abuja. Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria begins nationwide protest over crude oil theft. And 15 people die after heavy rains trigger landslides in Uganda. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Update. I'm Zainab Bala. Hello and welcome. Chairman of the Board of Trustee of the major opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, Senator Walid Jibril resigns to pave way for the resolution of lingering crisis threatening to tear the party apart. The resignation of the board chairman was on the sidelines of the National Executive Committee (NEC) of the party to consider the voluntary resignation of the chairman and other key issues amidst deepening divisions among party organs over the precarious acrimony between the party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar and Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike camps. There has been sustained push by the Wike camp of the resignation of current national chairman of the party, Iyorchia Ayu, as one of the preconditions for the resolution of this impasse, which was the fallout of the emergence of the party's presidential flag bearer, Atiku Abubakar, and his subsequent choice running mate.
Yesterday, I decided me, Senator Walid Ibrahim, I'm stepping down as the chairman of BOT, please. I'm stepping down to make things easier for all of us. And I discussed with the candidate. The candidate agreed with me. He even.
Meanwhile, former Senate President Adolphus Wabara is named as acting board chairman. Moving on, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC, Bola Tinubu, on Wednesday met with the members of the National Working Committee of the party at its national headquarters in Abuja. Among those who accompanied Tinubu to the meeting were his running mate, Kashim Shettima, the Director General of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, Governor Simon Lalong of Plateau State, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, among others. This is the first visit by Tinubu to the party's headquarters since his emergence as the presidential candidate of the party in June. Speaking to journalists after the meeting, Tinubu said his campaign team will release the manifesto of the campaign, stressing on the need for Nigerians to be committed to democracy despite the challenges with the system. According to the INEC timetable and activities, all political parties will commence campaigns on 28 September. Now, tactical surveillance troops of the Nigerian military have arrested a Boko Haram informant, Mahmoud Usman, popularly known as Bado in Asokoro, one of the eyebrow areas in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The informant, according to the military high command, runs an errand for a suspected high-profile Boko Haram terrorist commander in Kaduna, who is on the tracking list of security agencies. The Director, Defense Media Operations, Musa Damadami, who disclosed this to journalists at a press briefing, also said the military would not relent in rooting out all collaborators of terrorists across the nooks and crannies of the country. The disclosure is coming less than 48 hours. The Department of State Service arrested a Kaduna-based Desert Herald publisher, Tukur Mamu, over alleged 2 billion ransom racketeering. The Nigeria police have paraded 20 suspected criminals in Gombe State over alleged involvement in various offences. Parading the suspects, Police Public Relations Officer in the state, ASP Mahid Moazu, say the suspects are being accused of kidnapping, rape, criminal conspiracy and possession of counterfeit dollar notes, as well as criminal conspiracy and culpable homicide. Ibrahim Ismail has more on the story.
These are the suspects allegedly involved in various crimes in Gombe State. Among them is a 55-year-old suspect alleged to have raped a 6-year-old girl in Gombe Metropolis. In the same vein, a young man in his 20s is also suspected of raping a 16-year-old girl.
Gaskiya riga yanda ta fito aka ce na fyaɗen to gaskiya abin da zan faɗa shine yanda ake zargiya da shi.
It is true, I confessed to the crime. I raped the girl, but I am not happy. I am pleading for mercy. The command asks citizens in Gombe to strengthen ties with the police and share intelligence to rid the state of criminal activities.
At about 8:30 p.m., a formal complaint was received from Abigail Yunusa, M of Tarmana Ward, via Kaltungo local government, that on the same date at about 8 p.m., one Ruben Azaria, M of the same address, took her daughter, aged 16 years, of the same address and forcefully had carnal knowledge with her on top of a grave inside their compound at the above-mentioned address. On receipt of the complaint, police operatives from Kaltungo Division swung into action and arrested the said Ruben Azaria. Victim and suspects were taken to General Hospital Kaltungo for medical examination. Case under investigation, after which he will be brought to justice.
The police said all suspects will be charged to court as soon as investigations are concluded. From Gombe, Ibrahim Ismail reporting for Trust TV.
In other news, the Osun State Police Command has arrested a 36-year-old man for allegedly killing a taxi driver and snatching his car. Police Public Relations Officer in the state, Yemisi Okpalola, said that the suspect hired the driver from Bini, Edo State. The PPRO said the suspect injected the driver with a substance suspected to have killed him. Police said the suspect dumped the corpse of the driver in the bush and fled with his car to Osun State, where he was apprehended. The suspect, who claimed to be a medical doctor in Kwara State, declined comment as he insisted that it is Edo State case and requested that he should be transferred to Edo State Police Command.
You want to ask me, I swear to God, I will cooperate and answer you with that. But please, for the sake of nothing but God, don't come at me. Just take me. I will cooperate with you. All this, my case is in Benin. Take me inside the motor you bring up, please.
One Adio that called himself a doctor that went from Kwara State to Edo State Command and hired a man as a taxi man, and as he was carrying him about, he killed the man at last, and which he confessed to, and dropped him the corpse inside the bush in Edo State, and thereby the people in Edo State, the policemen, told us about it in Osun State Command, and were able to apprehend him here. And after, you will see even the Camry that he stole, that he took from the man, we were able to recover the Camry, the Toyota Camry, and himself was apprehended.
A very sad story there. Now, some youths recruited as constabularies into the Nigeria Police Force to complement the police in Osun State are protesting the non-payment of their salaries for 18 months. Trust TV reports that the special constables converged in Okefia Junction in Osogbo to stage protest, demanding payment of their salaries. The protesters lamented that the government failed to pay them for 18 months. Commissioner of Police in the state, Wale Olokode, appealed to them to end the protest, assuring them that the authority would see to their matter. Members of the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria on Thursday commenced a nationwide protest over crude oil theft. The oil workers carried banners with inscriptions such as "Chasing oil thieves and vandals out of business," and "Oil theft is illegal." Speaking at the march that started from the Unity Fountain in Abuja on Thursday morning, Pengassan President Festus Osifo said President Muhammadu Buhari should give a marching order to heads of security agencies tasked with the security of oil pipelines in the Niger Delta to clamp down on oil thieves. Osifo, who threatened that oil workers would withdraw their services should the government fail to take decisive action against oil thieves, said increasing oil theft is forcing its members to lose jobs in Nigeria's oil servicing industry. Elsewhere, the Bauchi State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, has confirmed the death of 10 people as a result of flood, which destroyed several houses and farmlands across the state. Adams Nayola, Director, Planning Research and Statistics in the agency, confirmed the figure in an interview on Wednesday in Abuja. He said that the situation had forced many residents to take refuge in other places. The director, however, said that the agency is still gathering data on farmlands and houses destroyed across the state. He said that the flood cut off some communities in Jama'ari and Miso local government areas, adding that the latest incident was recorded in Zaki local government area. He said that the agency was doing everything possible to provide relief materials to affected people, even as the assessment of situation continues. 5 persons died while one other was injured in multiple accidents at Iju Bridge along Ota-Idiroko Road in Ado, Ogun State on Wednesday. The accident involved a tanker laden with diesel, 3 other vehicles and a motorcycle. The spokesman of the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Corps, Babatunde Akinbiyi, confirmed the incident in Abeokuta. He said the driver of the tanker suffered a brake failure, causing him to lose control and rammed into the affected vehicles before falling into a ditch. You're watching Trust TV News Update. Coming up, story of Nasara automobile inventor. Details of the story after the break. Do stay.
Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is Trust TV News Update, our top stories. People's Democratic Party Board of Trustee Chairman resigns as Wabara takes over. Military arrest Boko Haram informant in Abuja. Moving on, dedication, patience and passion are recipes for long service in any organization. The Daily Trust Long Service Awards were held in honor of members of staff who have worked in the company for 10 years and above, amongst other awards. Chiamaka Nwafo was there.
Staff from the different platforms of the Media Trust Group were at the event held on Wednesday at the Media Trust headquarters. Members of staff from other state offices also joined virtually for the 12th edition of the awards. So what is the philosophy behind the awards?
We're actually recognizing those staff that have put in so many years of service within our company. And you can imagine we have, staff that have spent 20 years in this company, almost as old as the company.
Members of top management are convinced that the company's core values are a key factor that has kept people in the company for so long.
But one thing I know, I believe the reason why people stay is because of our core values. One of our core values is integrity and honesty.
Yes, from what I can read, this is the 12th edition, but I had the privilege of attending at least 4 editions. And on a yearly basis, I've been noticing some kind of improvement. Last year, we held it here. It was marvelous, especially the food. And I believe maybe this year is going to be an improvement.
Awardees are the synergia of eyes at this event and are obviously happy. And answering the question hanging in the air, they say patience and passion kept them at the company all these years.
Well, I think because I have passion to the job, because since I was in primary 3, I have passion in journalism. So when I joined the company, I have gotten what I wanted. So that is why I stayed. Well, I always advise the younger generation to always be patient in whatever they are doing.
I love the work. I don't like about that. I love the work and I love challenges, anything. I also thank God for my understanding family that understood the terrain of the work and they have kept faith with me throughout.
Trust TV's Gaza Yakubu was one of the awardees of the night, winning the Chairman's Excellence Award.
He is a multi-oriented, a multi-talented person. He's a one-man team and he's a cameraman, a video editor, a graphics editor, a producer, a reporter, an actor.
I feel so good. I feel so happy because I didn't imagine that, everything they said, at the point that I was receiving the award was going to be said about me. I was thinking I would probably recognize, within just 1 or 2 words, but a lot of qualifications just for me. It is so amazing.
The Excellence and Integrity awardees won't just be leaving with a plaque and certificate, as there is a cash prize and promotion attached to it. Chama Kawafu, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Now, elsewhere, automobile engineering and industry are jam-packed with highly talented and dedicated individuals. They are literally changing the world before our eyes. A talented Nasarawa State Secondary School leaver is joining the league of these innovators as he designed and constructed an automobile despite financial constraints. Abubakar Abdullahi sent in this report.
People are ambitious of achieving one endeavor or the other, especially the young ones. This young inventor, Abdulrahman Usman, was discovered in Kefi town of Nasarawa State constructing automobile, making Nigeria proud in the automobile and technical space. The inventor, who left school due to insufficient funds, said he ventured into designing and manufacturing automobiles because he feels he has the talent and passion for technical work. He said although he did not have sufficient financial backing to support him go through schools to acquire more education, he is ready to make the country proud with support from government and organizations.
I need support to further my education and to make Nigeria proud.
However, this young lad's talent attracted the attention of many as he became the talking point where an indigenous organization took interest in him.
On this young prodigy, I decided to take it up with the executive vice chairman of the NASENI to come and see this talent and see the means through which this great innovative talent can be enhanced and harnessed for the progress and development of Nigeria.
The dream of Abdulrahman Usman of becoming an automobile designer of international repute is not far-fetched, as the Executive Vice Chairman, National Agency of Science and Engineering Infrastructures, Professor Mohammed Sani Haruna, was in Kefi to meet this young inventor.
He has shown passion and interest. A lot needs to be done. What we need to do is to give him exposure, this orientation, so that he will fall into the right place that can expose him into the real world. To us, this is virtual design. And I assure you, it's within our mandate to support talent like this. We will support him, expose him to practical equipment, and give him appropriate scholarship to what he can read to become someone that can be a true inventor of real devices.
Nigeria is blessed with a number of talented individuals whose talent, if properly harnessed, will go a long way in projecting the image of the country positively in the international communities. However, there is the need for available platform for these inventors to showcase their talents as Nigeria struggles to take its rightful space in the world of science.
The need for calm and understanding by some ex-militants, otherwise known as Creekmen, and stakeholders in the Niger Delta region has been stressed. This followed reactions trailing the pipeline surveillance contract awarded to an ex-militant leader, Government Ekpemukpolo, known as Tompolo. Environmental activists in the region, Fineface Donamene Fineface, said the contract awarded to Tompolo is a welcome development, as it shows that the federal government is encouraging local content towards curtailing high level of crude oil theft and pipeline vandalism in the region. The report.
Illegal oil bunkering and stealing of crude oil by non-state actors remain some of the major challenges confronting the oil and gas sector in Nigeria. It has become worrisome to the federal government as the country cannot meet its Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries OPEC quota of 1.8 million barrels per day. To tackle this, the federal government awarded a multi-billion-naira pipeline surveillance contract to a private security outfit owned by a former Niger Delta militant leader, Government Ekpemukpolo, popularly known as Tompolo. The total sum of the contract runs to about 48 billion naira per year, which is about 4 billion naira every month. The decision generated mixed reactions within the Niger Delta region and beyond. An environmentalist, Fineface Donamene, said the contract will reduce oil theft and environmental degradation in oil-bearing communities in the Niger Delta. Fineface emphasized that there is the need for wider consultation and decentralization of the contract to some ex-militants in the region by the contractor for peace and stability.
I don't see the award of the surveillance contract to Tompolo as a way of creating problem or destabilizing the Niger Delta. It's like every other contract. It's like every other contract. And it's important we talk about local content. This is the application and implementation of the local content law, whereby they use the local people having the right of first refusal to get this contract. So it's something that I think we need to rally around Tompolo, and he needs to decentralize the contract that he has been given.
In the same vein, the people of Egbema Kingdom in Rivers State have called on the federal government to pay no attention to protests concerning the pipeline surveillance contract. The decision was reached at a meeting with the king of Egbema Kingdom, Eze Amuda Zobi, where they passed a vote of confidence on Tompolo.
I am from Mbede. This is one of our oil, Mbede 3 location, where IGP is operating. Yes. The new base where oil center, where the reservoir is being built, is in Mbede. Yes. Now, Tompolo, we are supporting you to go and take charge of this surveillance job.
To the aggrieved people, it is certain that one person must take it, and we are talking about capability. Mm-hmm. We believe that Tompolo is capable. Yes, sir. They should come close so that we work together. Yes, sir. The aggrieved people, because the Niger Delta is for us all. So if any person that is aggrieved should come close and let us so that we work together.
The former Niger Delta militant Tompolo speaks on his plans to unite aggrieved groups regarding the pipeline surveillance contract.
We are going to move into serious action where we will stop all the illegal activities in the Niger Delta region. My plan for Niger Delta for peace to reign is to carry everybody along. You know, people trying to do maybe illegal bunkering usually call us fire. You know, people are doing that to survive because there is no other means to survive.
And on the foreign scene, at least 15 people died in western Uganda after their homes were buried in a landslide triggered by torrential rains. Uganda Red Cross spokeswoman Irene Nakasita said most of those killed were women and children. Rescuers are working along Sume River in search for bodies of those killed after a landslide rolled down the slopes of MT Elgon through the Nanyita village in Buduba district. And in sports, President Muhammadu Buhari has commissioned 12th Nigerian Navy Games at the ultra-modern sports complex at Navy Town Ojo in Lagos. The Commander-in-Chief was on ground personally to kick off the ceremony with service chiefs in attendance. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Rabo, representative of the Senate President and that of House of Representatives, Komodo Ibetu Owaikwe, and others were also in attendance. The sporting event will end on 13th of this month. 6 commanders of Navy will be competing during the tournament.
Sub-Lieutenant S.S. Adana. Next is the Western Naval Command, with its headquarters located in Apapa, Lagos. The command has at the helm of affairs the flag of Sir Commanding Western Naval Command in person of the indefatigable Rear Admiral.
Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Zainab Bala.